Hey everybody, it's Christine Bertram and I am coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It's a Monday night for you guys. It's normally supposed to be the third Monday is when I have mystery card night, but we switched it to the fourth Monday because I had some things going on last week Monday night. So that is the awesome thing about the flexibility with doing an online class. Yay! We are excited because we are going to be giving you guys some clues for your mystery card. Oh man, it's definitely a fun fold, you guys. And oh, there we are. It just popped in. So it's definitely a fun fold, and we have to talk about some things because I was writing out the clues and I had a couple people reach out to me. They must have been working on cutting their paper today, and they asked about the scoring on the main card base. And I'm like, ooh, yeah, I should have specified the score lines because one should be on one side and one should be on the other side. But we'll get there. You guys, it's a card, right? It's just paper. That's what Naughty Nancy would always say to us. It's just paper. And we'll get it right. And I thought if anything and the score line is incorrect on your card, like let's say you did prep ahead and you have your score line and it's not in the right spot, I'm going to show you how you can reverse a score line. So it might not make it disappear 100%, but it does help it go away. So we'll learn a little bit about that. And also I noticed on one of the pieces of paper, there's lots of layers on the front part of the card. So we're going to go through all of the bits and parts for it. So I do want to say hi to everybody that's popped in already so far. Oh my goodness, look at all you guys here. So exciting. Hi, Mary Lemke. She's ready for some fun. Yay. Hi, Jenna Helms. Hi, Cindy Runtree. And we also have Paula Rice. Paula is the one that actually, from the very beginning when I just published the clues last week, she asked about the direction of the DSP or the pattern paper, and so we got that situated right away, so that's exciting. So I appreciate the help on that, Paula. And you guys, anytime that you see I have an error on anything, you know I'm more than welcome to get your feedback and fix it. So there's a lot of moving pieces, you guys. So it's always good to have a second set of eyes on everything. So I appreciate all the feedback. So, all right. So she is looking forward to tonight. Yay. We're going to give people some time to get in here because I did get on here right at 6 o'clock, which was amazing. Hi, Susan Murphy. Hi, Louanne Johnson and Dawn Ablett. Hi, Jen Tribuna. Hi, Jamie. And there's Susan. Hi, Donna. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. Hi, Donna Schultz. A couple Donnas. Wow. Hi, Patty Wright. There's Deb Norman, and Deb Norman reached out to me today about the scoring, so we'll go over that, you guys, in a bit. Hi, Holly. Hi, Lynn. Who else do we have here? There's Dolores from Wisconsin. Hi, Linda. And there is Janet. I love it. So, Janet, you have the same name as my mom. So, whenever I see the name Janet, I love it. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Carmen Melendez. Hi, Judy Sharp. Hi, Deanna Stell. Hi, Sandy. And there's Kathy. There's Jean Terwilliger. Long time no see. You guys, we had our Be Happy Stampers team meeting yesterday. So in case you're on my team and you missed it, there's a replay out there. You can always catch it. Hi, Susan Risch. Who else do we have here? Don't forget the thumbs up is what Cindy said. So I already went out and hit my thumbs up, you guys. If you don't mind, I would appreciate it. Hi, Linda. Hi, Lisa. The newbie, Tazzy Turtle. I don't know if your name is Taz or Turtle or Tazzy Turtle, but welcome. I'm happy to have you with us tonight. Hi, Karen Wetstein. Karen had a birthday yesterday, you guys, so wish Karen a happy birthday. Yay. Hi, Cindy Miller. Hi, Gwen Petrashek. There's Carmen Sanders, Miss Bronze Elite now. I love it. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Janice Ormiston. There's Sharon Land. And who else? Oh, Laura Sullivan's here as well. Yay. Laura, I owe you a response to your text message about your classes. It's on my radar. You guys, we had a very busy day in the Hive today. Hi, Anna Carter. We kitted up 3 classes today. I've been up since 6:30, so 12 hours, and I'm so excited. We got everything kitted for the Artistically Inked class, which is next week, Wednesday. We kitted up Game Night and Lucky Hand, which is next week, Thursday night, and then the following Monday. And we kitted up the Bright and Beautiful Memories and More card class today. Yay. So exciting. It was a busy day. Mom and I were at it. She got here at 11:30 and she just left 20 minutes ago. So we got all of that kitted up. So exciting. Hi, Marcia Long. Who else? Hi, Susan Bellamy. Okay, so I think we got through everybody to say hi. We do have some newbies out there. So the newbies out there, do not hesitate to reach out if you need help. We have a great community of stampers and people that are watching right now. And I have a hair in my mouth. I feel it. Sorry. I could feel it while I was reading things and I was trying not to have to pick it in front of you guys, but you know what? You got to do what you got to do, right? So if you're new and you're just watching for the first time, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Mystery Card Night. Mystery Card Night is for you guys to consume your stamping supplies at home. I never want you to specifically buy something brand new for Mystery Card Night. We have collections, right, of things, and it's fun to use them. And so what I hope with Mystery Card Night is you take my clue and you kind of try to find the pattern paper, find the cardstock, find a stamp set that you maybe haven't used that you bought a long time ago or even last week and you're like, I want to use it. It gives you a purpose to use the things that you have. Use some embellishments, use your ribbon, use some things up that you have been collecting and don't know when you'll have a chance to use it. So that's what I want for you guys. So welcome to the newbies. Welcome to my existing community of stampers. I so love doing Mystery Night with you guys. It is my night to actually sit back and more relax with a class. Instead of me making a card with you guys, I get to show you how to make a card. And we work off of the clues. And I always give out clue 1 about a week in advance or so, something like that. Sometimes it could be 2 weeks if I'm really on my A game. But usually about a week in advance, I give you a clue. And it includes all the measurements and like different pattern papers, cardstock, like 1 and 2, like different colors that means. And then tonight what we do is we go through all the clues and I show you how to put it together. So I wrote my clues today, you guys, and I printed them on my printer and I accidentally printed them in black and white instead of a pretty color. So just know they're not going to be very exciting. That's just how it goes. I was not about to send it through the copier or the printer another time in color just to have colors. So they're kind of boring tonight, but we'll go through them and make sure that you guys have all your pieces in order. We're going to walk through all the clues and we get through this class in about an hour. I promise. It's a short class. A lot of people watch it and try to understand what the card is going to look like, sometimes before they actually make their own card. And I think maybe some people even watch it before they even pull their cardstock or pull their stamp set. So just for the newbies out there, the advice that I've gotten from people who do this with me is that they like to pick their pattern paper first. Hi, Sue Beasley. I'm glad that you're catching me live in Australia. Yay. Hi, Kelly. Newbie from Craft Roulette. Yay, Kelly. Thanks for watching. Mary Gunn usually joins us too. So I bet she'll be popping in a bit. Pulling the designer or pattern paper. I use designer paper as my terminology, but if you're not a Stampin' Up person, you might not know what that means. It's pattern paper. And so what people will generally do is pick their pattern paper and then pick their coordinating cardstock. And then based off of that, they go with either vanilla or white. And then they'll pull in a stamp set that matches and then ribbon and embellishments. And so you can pull all your things together and then go from there. Hi, Catherine Healy. Hi, Kern Buvia. So we have a fun fold. This fun fold was inspired by Miss Shirley Malarkey. I don't know if Shirley's watching at the moment, and hopefully she catches the replay. I got this card in the mail from her, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. And I thought, oh, this will be a great card to do for Mystery Card Night. And on top of it, I am now using it for a class card. And hi, Barbara Rudolph. I'm doing it as a class card. And I actually have part of my kit that I'm going to be putting together for my class card that I have, like, so that I can show you. So I made one sample and I usually have more than one sample. So my second sample is what I'm going to partially put together with you guys. Hi, Susan Benerick. Baranek. I said that wrong. Baranek, watching from Wisconsin. Yay. Hi, Cindy Jones from Florida. Hi, Sarah Merchant. All right. So a side note too, there's no right or wrong way to make your card. You guys, it's not like you're going to pass or fail on this class. Everybody passes if you make a card. You even get extra credit if you share your card. There's a post that I've scheduled to go live at 7 p.m., which is in less than an hour, in the event. You get extra credit if you go ahead and share your card, because we all love to see what everybody made. Because what's cool about this class is everybody starts off with the same measurements, but everybody's cards look totally different, and it's fun to see how different they are in terms of what pattern paper you use, what colors you use, what stamps that you used. And so there is no real right or wrong way, so don't ever feel overwhelmed like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing this right. So, and at the end, just remember, it's just paper. So, okay, so anytime that you just make a card and it turns out and you're happy with it, that is a win-win, okay? And then on top of it, the double win is that you give it to somebody, hopefully you give it to somebody and you brighten somebody else's day. That's what we love to do with card making, is to help share our joy and love and words and sentiments with other people that need uplifting or any kind of well wishes, right? So that's what this is all about. You guys make a card, and you know what, while you're at it, make 2 of them, keep one for yourself to have as a sample, and then send the other one off, or just send the one that you make off, whatever you want, you guys. Yes, Cindy Runtree, I have a June paper pumpkin, one of them. So one of those is April, so in case anybody's watching, I still have an April paper pumpkin. But Cindy, you just got my last June paper pumpkin. So you have I spy with my little eye a June paper pumpkin back there. All right, Cindy, so I'm putting your name on it. It's yours. Yay. Okay. So thank you. Took the last one off my hands. And Holly said it best. And Mary Gunn would say it too if she was here. Have fun, but with 2 N's is what Mary would say. Have fun tonight. This is your night to think about nothing but making an awesome card that you're happy with, and getting to use some of the things that you have for your own supplies and not spending money on more stuff. Okay, so the other thing I like to call out is I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm going on 10 years. I live and breathe Stampin' Up! And I use all their products. But just because I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator doesn't mean that you have to use only Stampin' Up! Supplies for this card. You guys can use whatever you want. And when you share your card in my event, I'm okay with you using other products to make your cards. My goal for you guys is to use what you have, right? And not to have to buy more. And you don't always use just 100% Stampin' Up! Stuff, and I get that. So, and with that note, if you are looking for a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'm your girl. I would love to earn your loyalty and work hard for you to take my classes and to order with me. So just know that. I appreciate that. Oh, this is Jenna Helm's first mystery card night. Yay! Awesome, I love it. And Judy says it's cold up in the UP. Oh man. Yeah, it's weird because, I mean, it's been, I don't know if you guys can see, it's like, it seems darker in here. It's like, it's overcast and it's been raining all day. So it's kind of dreary. My mom said it was a day that you should have just spent the day in bed, like taking a nap. I'm like, no, we got too much stuff to do. Hi, Carla Lake from Kentucky. So I guess what I need to know from you guys is, are you ready? I think that everybody's ready for clue 1. It feels weird. I feel a little out of my element because last month Kelly did the May mystery card night with you guys. So I missed it because I was gallivanting. Where was I? I was gallivanting around Norway, I would say, or somewhere on the Norwegian Sea or something. So I think, no problem, Jennifer. Anytime. If you have any questions too, don't hesitate to ask me. I watch the comments like a hawk, but I also have a great community that watches the comments, and they also help respond. So Judy said, same here. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I had asked if you had a paper pumpkin countryside. I don't know, Marcia, when did you ask me? Okay, so Marcia, if you've emailed me prior to tonight about the paper pumpkin, we have to figure out if you asked me for it before Cindy. I've been pretty good about my emails. I haven't checked them religiously since probably about Saturday morning. We had a busy weekend of designing and I had 2 team meetings yesterday. So Marcia, if I missed an email from you or a text, I will validate when you sent it, and if you did ask for it before Cindy, then Cindy would understand 110%. So we'll have to figure that out, Marcia, okay? So Marcia and Cindy will figure that out. But Marcia, if you can just forward me your email or forward me the message or send me a screenshot, then I'll have it. I hope. So, and unless you just messaged about it today in the in the notes here, I didn't see if I caught it. So, all right, but we'll figure it out, you guys. We always figure it out. So, all right. Yeah, Cindy, if she asked, I don't know, but I don't know when she asked for it, if she did. So I'm not sure. We'll figure it out, you guys. And just what I said, Cindy's very understanding. So it'll go to one of you guys, and we'll figure out who asked for it first, and that's what we'll do. So you asked in the comments tonight. Oh my goodness. Okay, well if that's the case, we'll go back and I will find them. If you asked them before, Cindy. So, okay, but we'll keep going, you guys, because Paper Pumpkin is actually on Thursday night, you guys. If you're looking for something to do on Thursday night, my gal Kelly is doing the Paper Pumpkin class. So if you have the June Paper Pumpkin and you want some extra inspiration, she also makes an extra alternative card at the end. And so you guys can watch on Thursday night for Paper Pumpkin. So, all right, we're going to go on to clue 1 and go over what you guys should have for your pieces. I know you're ready for clue 1 because I've already shared that with you. And then we'll go into clue 2 and 3 and 4. And I think there's actually 6 or 7 clues tonight. There is a lot of paper. I counted it. There's 9 pieces. Oh, Cindy said she asked before me. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. If that's what it is, then Marshall, that'll be yours. So perfect. I'm glad you guys helped me figure that out. Twice laughing out loud. Okay, well, then we know whose it is. Perfect. So you guys, what I need for you to do is when we get done with the clues is just give me a thumbs up or say I'm done or ready. I kind of wait till a few people are ready to go and then we keep moving. So I do go through the clues and the card making kind of quick, and just know that you should not feel overwhelmed, because if you get to the point where it's too much or we're going too fast, you guys just know that you can watch it and still continue and put your card together later on. You have until Wednesday night to share a picture of your card to be entered into the extra credit drawing. You know, if you do that, you get your name into the drawing, and we'll give away prizes on Thursday night after class. Okay, so ready, you guys? All right, let's go on to... you guys are connecting. I love it. So Jen in Louisville. I love it. Yes, Carla's in Louisville. And Van Willigan's also in Louisville, you guys. All right, so we have lots of paper. I actually counted that there's 9 pieces of cardstock, you guys. And what I'm going to do with you now is talk about what we need. And so we have 3 pieces of white. So if you're new and you're not sure what my terminology is, and again, reminder, this is in black and white, so it's kind of boring. Sorry about that. Thanks for sharing the class on Facebook. Judy Bobo, I appreciate it. T is tall, W is wide, and then W is white, vanilla is vanilla, V is vanilla. And then what we have here is white. So I have 3 pieces of white, and then the little bracket thingies, they denote 3 different pieces. And so what we want to do is we're going to just mark these up real quick. So we have 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So that is a square. So you guys will need one of those. And then we're going to need another one that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so that's another white or vanilla. And then you have one last white piece that is 5 1/4 by 4. You know, at this moment, it doesn't matter what direction it is because it's just cardstock. So we have the 3 pieces of the white vanilla. All right. So it's kind of crazy that I have here 3 cardstock colors. So if you haven't cut yet, you might think about, well, maybe I only want 2 cardstock colors. And once you see the layout of the card, you can be like, oh, okay, I get how it lays out. So we'll go through what I have for cardstock 1 first. So I have 2 pieces. You guys, this is just copy paper. It's just scratch paper that I used because I don't really make a card with you. This is the cardstock 1. There's 2 pieces. It is 10 by 5 1/2. And if you guys saw my note here, it says score and fold at 1 1/2 and 4 1/4. And so people were reaching out to me and they're like, well, this doesn't make an A2 size card. Is it supposed to be an A2 size card? Because it's off. What I should have done, and this is where we're going to talk about if you've already scored your paper, we can fix it. What it should have said is score at 1 1/2, so here, and from one end, and then score from 4 1/4 on the other end. So this is where it needs to get scored. If you've scored it at 1 1/2 and 4 1/4 all from this side, we can fix it. I'll show you what I would do if it was me. and I have a score, and I do this wrong. Like you guys, I don't always score everything correctly. I do make mistakes, and I have to fix them. So what I was going to show you what to do if you did score something and you're not happy with it. So let's say I've got my piece of paper here, and I've scored it at 1.5. So I've got the score line, and it even jumped ship. That happens to me, where it's in one track and then it goes over to the other track. And it's like, oh man, I don't want that there. I flip it over and I kind of like go over the top of it and I erase it and try to put that bump the other way. Using your bone folder can also help erase that score line. And then what happens is you might see a baby indentation, but to the naked eye, most people won't see it. So it's pretty much, I call it erasing a score line. So again, if you've already scored it at 4.25 and 1.5 on the same side, we need to erase that one, and you need to do 4.25 from the right side. So how does that look? So we have 10 inches here, and you're gonna score it. Oh, look at me, I guessed 1.5, and it was right on the money there. So 1.5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was really close too. 4.25. So that's what we need scored. We don't want it scored at 1.5 and 4.25 here. We need it at 1.5 and 4.25 from that. So 1.5 from one end and 4.25 from the other end. So sorry if I feel bad that I didn't call that out specifically. You guys, it's hard to catch everything all the time. And I appreciate those people who reached out to me and asked for clarification, because then I could address it tonight before you actually maybe folded it. If you've already folded it, then you have a harder time making that line go away. Then if you don't like that line there, you might just grab a new cardstock base here and then use that other one for bits and parts for something. So, okay, so hopefully that makes sense. We'll go ahead and fold this when we get to clue number 2. So for now, this is our 5.5 by 10 and scored at 1.5 from one end and 4.25 from the other end, because that does give us an A2 size card. And then we need a 3 by 3. That's sticky. So we need a 3 by 3. So these two represent cardstock number 1. All right, so we got those pieces. Then we have a cardstock number 2. So it's compliments of Angela Knutson and Mary Lemke both give me a notepad. And so I'm like, oh, I can use this. This is perfect. So I just grabbed another colored cardstock, which is just a piece of paper for me. It's cardstock 2 is what this is. Hi, Marcia Coolibert. Oh, Paula got hers fixed. Perfect. Hi, Lisa's Basic. You led us astray. I did. But then I could teach you a lesson in the interim too, right? So it's like, you know, all good things come out of things, right? You gotta look for the positive. So I got to teach you guys maybe a way to reverse your score lines instead of starting over. All right, so this one is 7.5. So it is 7.5 by 3.5. And this notepad was exactly 3.5. And then it says score and fold at 3.5. So you're gonna score it at 3.5. And if you have your awesome score tool like this, that works perfectly. And then if you have the other personal paper trimmer, that works too. But you have a little score here. All right, so we only have the one piece here that's this color. And then again, if you potentially don't want this to be a different colored cardstock, you could easily make it the cardstock one color. Either way, whatever you want. We'll go through and maybe you figure out that, you know, you want it to be the same color. We have then a cardstock 3 with 2 pieces, and that is, oh, I don't even know if I pulled another piece of cardstock. One moment, please. So we have a third color. Hang on. Let's find a color. We'll pick a color. I don't have any more copy paper, unfortunately, so we're gonna just pick a piece of balmy blue is what we'll do. And the balmy blue here is 3.25 by 3.25. We'll just cut this up. So 3.25. Look at me not having all my pieces ready to go. I could have sworn I did. 3.25 by 3.25. And then this might be something that I updated this to be 3.25 by 3.25. I was putting it together and I'm like, I think it needs to be 2 of them at 3 1/4. So you might, if you've pre-cut, you might have a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 and a 3 by 3. In the end, we do want both of these to be 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, because what's going to happen is you have your piece of, is that my, nope, that's not my guy. Where'd my guy go? That one. 3 1/4. Where's my 3 1/4 by 3 1/4? One moment, please. Maybe this is supposed to be. Okay. There's so much paper, you guys. I'm losing my papers. Hang on. So 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Let's just set these here, and then we have our pattern paper. 3 1/4. That's our inside. I thought I had this all figured out, because this guy goes on here. Oh yeah, there's right. Okay, so this is our 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then we have a 3 by 3, and then if you didn't guess it, your white will go on here. So this is our layering. Okay, so just want to put that out there. All right, so that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, 2 of them, cardstock 3. Then pattern paper. This represents my pattern paper. It's just grid paper. Yes, Deb, I updated it. You are correct. I did just say that you need them both to be 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So what I have written here is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and I did go out to the Facebook event and the event on my website and updated it to say 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So that's where I'm calling it out right now. It needs to be 2 of them at 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay. Now, if you've already got your 3 by 3, you could potentially use it as a layer and not let it go to something else. And I'll show you that. So just so you guys know, I am aware that it did say 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 and 3 by 3. We're updating it to be 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 times 2 pieces. And don't just disregard that other piece at the moment, because you could use it as a layer. You do need 2 of these. Okay, I think we got it. Just saying that was, we caught that today as well. The designer series paper or pattern paper needs to be 5 1/4 by 4. All right, so 5 1/4 by 4. And then this one is 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. You guys, there were 9 pieces of paper. It was a lot to write the instructions and figure out like all this paper. It was crazy. I think you're going to be very happy though when we're all done with it. You're going to love the card. Hi Brenda Loveless from hot Houston. All right, so we should have 9 pieces of paper, you guys. 2 pattern paper, 2 that represent cardstock 3. You have 2 that represent cardstock 2, 1 that represents cardstock 1, and 3 white pieces. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pieces. Okay, lots of paper. Okay, this is going to be a heavy card when we're all said and done with it, okay? I hope you guys are okay with that. Now, what else do you need? You need your stamps, any scraps of paper. So let's say you're working with, different scraps of paper that you could potentially use. And then you need some inks, markers, colored pencils, ribbon or thread. You definitely will need ribbon for this card, or thread. Linen thread would be perfect. Ribbon's better. Embellishment, scissors, adhesive of choice. So, all right. Are you guys good? We've got all of our paper cut. Are you ready for clue number 2? So, this is where we're going to start putting these papers together, and you're going to see it all come together, you guys. It always seems like overwhelming, I think, in the beginning, because you're all this paper and you're like, what am I doing with all this paper? Like, how am I going to put this all together? She's got so much stuff going on. So hang tight, and we're going to get through it step by step or clue by clue. Like that song, Step by Step, oh baby, that one. We're going to get through it, and we're going to move on to clue 2. And after clue 2, then I want you guys to reach out to me and say, hey, I got clue 2 done, or I'm good, ready, move on, okay? So get your glue or your double-sided tape or your adhesive ready. We're going to start gluing things together. All right, we're moving on to clue number 2. All right, so ready, you think. Okay, good. Ready is good. Ready as we'll ever be, right, guys? All right, so sorry again for the black and white. It's not very pretty. All right, so we have here clue number 2. So I'm going to practice on my scrap paper, and then I told you I actually have part of my kit here together that I am going to put together partially. So clue number 2 says here, I'll make it just a little bit bigger so you guys can see a little bit better. Fold the 10 by 5.5 card base on the score lines, both side flaps up, and keep the 1.5-inch section on the left. Okay, what does that mean? Let's just do it together as a group. Fold the score lines, both sides flap up. So here's one flap, right? You have 1.5 inches. Flap going, this is going up to me, not down. And they're both coming up. So this side, you're going to roll this side over. And ultimately, this nestles right in here. So before you scrunch this down, get the, this is the right side, right? Get that right margin kind of butted up into the fold here. And then what you can do is like kind of fold that down. So both sides are folding up, and ultimately the 1.5-inch side is on the left. And then what you can do is burnish them. So you are still going to have an A2 size card, and it's going to open like this. There's still a lot to do, you guys, though. All right, so does that make sense? All right, we're going to do it one more time, and we're going to do it with this is going to be for a future class, you guys. This is actually for the textured floral class that we have coming up in July. You can see I have my score lines here at 1.5, and then from this side, 4.25. Hi, Becky Schlossnagel. All right, so I'm going to fold this side up gently, and then I'm going to fold this side up this way. I'm going to put it into the fold, try to make it nice and even. I'm going to hold it down and now burnish both of them kind of at the same time. All right, you guys, that was the first part of the step. Okay, so here's my card base, my true card base for a card that is going to be for a class card that everybody that signs up for this class will get this as a kit. Yay. All right. So there's another part of this clue, though. We're going to go straight to the meat into the inside, you guys. We're going to stamp our sentiment and or focal images on our 5.25 by 4 white vanilla and adhere it to the inside of the card base. So what does that mean? You have a piece of white or vanilla. So when you use cool colors, like that's where we kind of go with white. And when you use soft, warm, neutral colors and warm tones, we go with vanilla. So, and I say vanilla, you guys, I do. So, so what you want to do is figure out what you want to put on the inside. All right. So for example, this is the white inside for my card that we're doing with textured floral. Every thought of you makes me smile. And I put a little flower on it that is from this sentiment, and the flower are from textured floral. So I've stamped my sentiment and I've put my focal image on it. And then what I'm not gonna adhere it to the inside of mine, but because we usually leave them loose until after class is done. So you would glue that on the inside. And that is what we're doing for clue number 2. So do you wanna have a focal image in? Maybe you don't because you have a strip of pattern paper that matches, and you'd rather put a strip of pattern paper along the bottom. You'd rather put it along the right side. Your call, what you want to do, if you want to decorate it or not. So ultimately, once you've stamped on the inside and put your focal image where you want it, then you can go ahead and glue that. Put it right on the inside of the card, just like that. All right, so you guys, that was clue number 2, okay? When you're done with clue number 2, and you've got your inside stamped, and you've got it adhered in the inside, like, let me know. You don't have to go crazy. You can see here, like I put the flower right with the sentiment. You could also put a focal image down here. You could put, if it's a rainbow, you could have it coming from the top. If it's clouds, you could have them at the top. You know, decorate your top however you would, or your inside however you would like it. Oh man, hi Mary Lemke. Oh, come on, little bugger. All right, so are you guys good with clue 2? I see a lot of thumbs up. I'm not sure, look at all the thumbs up. I'm not sure if that was for clue 1 or if that was for clue 2, but I think that once I get my phone to stand up, we should be good. So Mary Lemke has the thumbs up. Perfect. All right, so you guys, this is what we have so far. You have your 1.5 inch flap up on one side, and you have your 4 1/4 flap up on the other side, and ultimately we're gonna build the top of it now, all right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a chance on me and move on to clue number 3, as Blondie would say. All right, let's flip over here. I think that was clue 1. All right, again, ugly black and white here. So what the next thing says is on the left or the right inside. Kath, so you want your white to be on the middle panel. So you have a left panel, you have a middle panel, and you have a right panel. You want it to be in the middle panel, which is right next to the flap here. So the card needs to go like this. Okay, she got it, perfect. So with the 1.5 inch flap, left flap, so this is the left flap, and with it down, meaning flat, adhere the 1 1/4 inch strip of pattern paper to the top of this panel. Okay, so we're talking now the left panel, right? This left guy over here. With it down, so close the card. Hi, Teresa. Close the card, and what we're going to do is adhere your designer pattern paper to that flap right there, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead. Just know that these two, so if those that haven't cut yet, these two pattern papers could be complementary to each other or they could be the same, all right? So doesn't matter, just hopefully they're cohesive, all right? So right now, what the first part of clue 3 is we're going to be adhering this piece of pattern paper to the card right here. Now, I will let you in on a little secret. For those of you who like to conserve paper, let's say you're gonna make more of this card in the future because you just love the layout, I will show you a little trick. So what we're doing is you already have your 1 1/4 by 5 1/4 cut. For my class card, I'm all about paper conservationist. So what I did is I actually cut a piece of my designer paper at like 2 5/8 inch. And you're like, what is she gonna do with that little piece of paper? I'm actually going to cut this in half. So just know I told you guys this, but when I worked on this, I thought, oh, this is a great way to show you a little trick. So you're gonna cut it, and what we're gonna do is split it. So the cut edge needs to go up, and then the cut edge needs to go down, all right? So this is just showing you, if you wanna make more in the future, how you could save a little bit of designer series paper, all right? This is not how we have our current mystery card, but what you could do in the future. I had a little section, and what we're going to do is we cut it and we split it, all right? Again, this is my class card that we're doing for textured floral. So for those that take this class with me, you're gonna see me do this again next month, okay? So do you guys got it? Like, this is ultimately what you're doing is gluing the DSP pattern paper. Okay, all right? So there we go. Then we have another little section here on this clue 3. It's like a twofer. It's like a 2-part series here. For the 7 inches of that cardstock, you have that 7-inch cardstock. This guy right here. So you're gonna fold it. So you're gonna fold it in half, right? Right. So you have 7 divided by 3.5 is 2, right? 2. 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So we end up ultimately with a square, you guys. 3.5 on each side. So it says for the 7-inch cardstock 2, keep the fold to the left and adhere the left 1 1/4 back side over the strip of pattern paper. Okay, what does that mean? So you're gonna put adhesive only on this 1 1/4 inch section here, and you're gonna put it, so the fold here is flush with the fold here. So we're creating like a little baby card on a card, you guys. So you have a fold and you have a fold, and we're gluing only here. But we want to make sure, here's my caution hazard sign, do not put adhesive on the part that hangs over the flap. What flap? This flap. And where do you not want adhesive? You don't want adhesive right here. So what do? You call Ghostbusters. No, you don't. You just put adhesive. So what I would do is put adhesive close to the flap here. And then I'd put my paper kind of centered here. And I would put my adhesive. You could pop it up too if you guys are into the dimensionals. Hi, Sherry Pyre. If you are into dimensionals and you want to pop it up, you could definitely do that as well. But what I'm going to do now is I have adhesive all the way to the fold, and I have it all the way to the flap. And what I'm going to do is adhere that, just like that. Oh, Paula, I don't understand that. It says, oh, 3.5 by 7.5. I'm pretty sure that it was 3 by 7. Oh, man. Okay, so Paula Rice, good eye, good eye, good eye. All right, you guys. So, yes, Susan Rich said the same thing. This was hard. I'm sorry, you guys, but nothing we can't fix. So, it's still perfectly awesome that it's scored at 3.5. All you guys have to do is cut off a 1/2 inch on the long side. All right, so how do you fix that? All right, what you do, if you guys, all right, let's pretend you have what I said in my instruction. You guys have 7.5. This is how you're gonna fix it. I'm just gonna show it to you right now. You will have 7.5, right? Right, so this is what you guys have, and you have it scored at 3.5. So if you folded this, you have a 1/2 inch extra right here. Just get rid of it. Cut the 1/2 inch off. That's an easy fix. So just cut that off, and now you're back to a 7 by 3.5. I have no idea where I got 7.5 from. There was lots of halves and numbers, you guys. So good catch. So, oh yes, mine doesn't line up. I will trim. Yes, perfect. Awesome. Jenna, she's got it. Trim it, you guys. That's all you have to do is trim it. So the second cardstock was 3.5 by 7, not 7.5. Yes, Dawn Ablett. Yes, you guys, absolutely. Yes, you guys are so, you're on it. See, we're doing this together. Again, you'll be very happy when it's all done and you have an amazing card, I promise. Lily says, oh my gosh, I know, right? Lily's probably thinking, why is this girl doing all these wrong measurements? So, oh, you guys. Hi, Trinket Troy. Is it okay to have the 1/2 inch? Yes, absolutely. Yes, if you have that extra 1/2 inch, the only thing that's going to be weird or awkward is that it's going to be hanging over like a 1/2 inch longer, which, you guys, remember what I said in the beginning? There's no right or wrong way, right? There's no right or wrong way with the card. We're making a card. So, yes. Okay, so we're going to do it again, you guys. You know why? Because I have my other card here that I want to show you. All right, so ultimately, this is what we just did on my fake sample here, right? You guys, we're good. We got it. We're still doing okay. Right? We're going to do it one more time. All right? So cardstock 2 is 1 piece. Cardstock 2 is 1 piece. Cardstock 2 is 1 piece. Yes, it is 1 piece. It's 7 by 3.5. Score and fold at 3.5. Okay? It is 1 piece. That is the question. Yes, it is 1 piece. All right. So Jenna, you were asking for me to do it again. And for everybody, we're going to do it again. Because I have my real card that I'm doing with you guys, actually. All right. So Dolores says, can you show where the fold is on the piece on the edge? Yes. So here it is, you guys. It's actually 7 by 3.5. Again, I apologize. I cannot tell you how many times I'm so sorry for telling you that it's 7.5. And for the other two things, you guys, I feel bad. I promise I do feel bad. We're going to get through it. So 7 by 3.5, scored at 3.5. So when you fold this, it makes a square. That is what we want. All right. Again, if you still have that 1/2 inch hanging over, just take your scissors and cut it off, or take your trimmer and cut off a 1/2 inch. It's perfectly okay. It's perfect. So what are we doing though? We are lining up fold and fold. Okay. we're lining them up and we're gluing this on it, right? We want to make sure we do not have any glue here, and our glue is only in this section right here. Okay, so caution, don't put adhesive on the part that hangs over, and we're only scoring that 1/4 inch. Yeah, so Judy Bobo just cut the 1/2 inch off. All right, and everyone makes mistakes, makes us human. No need to apologize. Well, yeah, I appreciate that, Kath. I do feel bad though, because normally I don't have 3 things wrong in a mystery card night. This is crazy. So how are we gonna glue this? Trimmed it down, perfect. Okay, so I'm putting my glue over here on the side, close to the fold. I'm lining this up, oh man, got glue there. I'm lining this up here, and I am putting the glue close to the edge here, right? A little bit there. Now when I flip this over, this is gonna go right here. And did you see what happened? I just saved all that DSP in the middle. And I know if you're only making 1 card, it's not the end of the world, right? But if you're kitting up 72 of these, that little section times 72 is like 2 or 3 pieces of cards, designer paper or pattern paper. Okay, so did that help to see this again? I'm seeing lots of thumbs ups. That's perfect. Okay, so I did get glue back here. So we can just take my adhesive eraser and we'll get that off. That's what the nice thing about having an adhesive eraser is all about, you guys. If you get glue, you let it dry and then it comes right off. All right, so we're back, hopefully back on track, you guys. So this fold is like this. Here's our baby card. Open it up, you're gonna see some awesomeness here, and then you're gonna see an inside. Okay, so we're getting the shell of our card. Good. All right. You guys, I'm seeing the thumbs ups, I'm seeing good things. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do, without further ado, Jenna's got it glued, yay. We're gonna move on to clue number 4. Boom. All right, clue number 4. Flip it over. All right, this is important, you guys. You're gonna want ribbon. Now, if you don't usually use ribbon, I'm not sure, you're not gonna have anything to hold your card together, right? You want ribbon that's gonna hold this together. So you need about, I don't know, I have 10 inches here. I'm gonna work with 10 inches, but if you want to make a bow, you might want more. If you wanna be really good to yourself, give yourself like maybe 2 8-inch pieces, right? You could have 2 6-inch pieces. I'm working with 2 5-inch pieces. All right, you're gonna need ribbon because a ribbon is going to get tied here and it's gonna help to hold the card together. How do we do it though? You're gonna adhere, secure one of the ribbons to the right edge of the card base. You guys, this is our card base, the right edge, and the other to the right edge of the 3.5-inch square. All right, so adhere, secure. The other option, what you could do is cut a piece super long, like this long, and wrap the entire thing around so that you have ribbon coming along the back and going over the top. I didn't want that look for the card and I wanted to conserve ribbon. So how I'm gonna do mine, I'm gonna take my tear-in tape and I'm gonna rip off a piece. Now my caution in the wind here, stay at least a 1/2 inch away. Hi, Bobby McPherson. Stay at least a 1/2 inch away from the right edge, okay? So I wanna stay at least a 1/2 inch away. So I don't know, something like that is fine. And I'm gonna put, so this is, you guys, the right side of the fold. And then we have to look at our 3.5-inch square that's on the front. And you're gonna put another one over here. Hi, Penny Powell. So I know that my cardstock color is gonna go on here next, and there's like an 1/8-inch margin. So I put my tear-in tape right about there. And you wanna secure and adhere it really good. So we're gonna put this one on first. And now if you like things to be exact, you might get the ruler out and like put it right in the middle, but I'm an eyeballer and I'm gonna eyeball it right there. I'm guessing that's about equal in my mind. And I'm pressing down my ribbon and I'm gonna secure it with another piece of tear-in tape, okay? I'm gonna really push this down good, all right? So this is my way of cheating on ribbon slightly. If you don't want to cheat, cut yourself an entire piece and wrap it all the way around. Now the second one with, it's on the top, you guys, it's on the top. With this one lined up right here, line them up and get them so they're right nice and even with each other. Press that ribbon right into that, and now you're going to secure it with another piece. Really press it good. All right. So again, you guys, this is my real card that we're doing for class next month. And I wanted to show you how to do the ribbon. So you're attaching a ribbon off the right side here and the right side off of this 3.5 inch. Now this is where you're going to be able to take this and make a bow, which we'll do in a moment. I'm not going to do it. Or you could just tie it, or you could do a one bunny ear. But this is what we're doing, is we're making a card that closes with ribbon, okay? You guys don't like the layout. I'm sorry. But I think you're going to love it, so I'm not sorry. It took a little bit to get here, but it's starting to come together. So, all right, so far so good. So you guys figure out your ribbon situation and get these secured. Now, if you don't like the idea of taping these down, right, that's where you would maybe pull, so this was 10 inches of ribbon. You have to get another 4.25 and another 3 inches here. So you'd need about 20 inches of ribbon to go all the way around. Cindy loves the conservation tips. Yes. All right. So you need about 20 inches of ribbon if you want one solid piece. And otherwise, you guys, I got by with 10 inches here, which is going to be perfect. Okay. So are you guys good? So far, so good. We've got our inside done and glued in. We've got the card folded correctly. We've got designer paper. We've got our top mini card on. We've got ribbon. So we've got some stuff left though. So let's keep moving. We're gonna move it. All right, to clue number 5. All right, clue 5. Let's see, here it is. All right. So you've got a piece of patterned paper left. Yeah, Kathy says I like that. She likes that we're using ribbon. Yay. All right. I use ribbon. I try to on 90% of my cards. I try to make sure we always include ribbon. So you guys have a patterned paper. You have a 5.25 by 4 left, right? So I'm not putting pretty ribbon on my fake card over here, you guys. So pretend I've put the ribbon on here. But know that I have it on my real card, which we'll do. You guys are getting a 2 for deal. You're getting me. I'm showing you twice tonight. So you're going to adhere the pattern paper mat to the card base. Okay, so you've got that, and you're going to adhere it to the card base. So this is my non-pretty pattern paper that hopefully coordinates with the front piece. It goes, you guys, on the top flap here. Okay, so you have this top flap. It goes right on that top flap, right? So when you have the card shut now, you see pattern paper all the way around the edge here, and you have it sneaking out here. Again, these could be different, or they could be the same. If they're different, hopefully they mingle together nicely, okay? All right, so that's the top portion. Now, I want to talk about this because if you guys decide that you really like this layout and you want to make another card in the future, you don't have to use pattern paper here. You could, if you wanted, use embossed paper. So like I love embossing, and I just lightly brushed some Calypso Coral ink over the top, and we're going to put that on here. So again, for you guys, I had you use designer paper or pattern paper because you're using your paper. For a class card, I don't use generally big pieces of designer paper like this because you get 6 up, and when you do 80 in a class, you'd have to have like 6 or 7 packs of designer paper, or pattern paper. So when I design for that many in a class, I generally make sure I can get I can get 12 up or 10 up. So in my real card class that we're doing for textured floral, I actually embossed it with the painted texture embossing folder, and I then sponged lightly some ink over the top, and I'm putting this now over where that ribbon is so you can see it gets covered up. And another way to add a layer that isn't designer or pattern paper. Okay, so far this is what I have for a class card for you guys for next month. All right, now the middle section, I have a flower here. All right, adhere the 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 cardstock pieces to the top of the 3 1/2 inch square and the inside right side. That should say side, probably. Inside right side. So this is where in the beginning, you guys, we already talked about it, that I had you do a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 and a 3 by 3, and it should have been 2 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, but you could still probably work with it because I'll show you what we've got. So for my card here, what does that middle say? Adhere the 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 cardstock pieces to the top here and to the inside right. Okay, so they're going here and here, and I'm not going to glue them because I don't want to glue my nice cardstock to my copy paper, but I will show you over here. So we have here, oh man, I still have to cut one. So this is my 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and it's petal pink, and I'm going to glue that. It says on the top of my 3 1/2 by 3 1/2 inch square, so that's going here, you guys. Right, so we've got the top. And even for my own class card, you guys, I did not cut the other one. But hopefully I have, oh, that's not big enough. I have a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 I can cut here. Get me back on track. So 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And now it says here to put this one in the inside on the right, right? So we're going to open this up. Now, do you want to emboss this? Do you want to do something pretty to this? You could do that. I originally embossed it, but then I thought it was too much to have the embossing next to the embossing. So I left it plain for you guys for the class. All right, so that goes, so you had those two. One goes on the top and one goes here, okay? All right. Now, you guys have, if you cut your 3 by 3 in the beginning and you want to use it, could you layer it on top of here? Like, could it be an extra mat on here? Would it look nice and complement? And then that would be a purpose to put a 3 by 3 on here, okay? All right, so we're doing good. Now, so we're going back to the sample here. So you guys, we have the 3 by 3 got glued here and a 3 by 3 got glued here. Now you have one piece of cardstock left that's colored. It's a 3 by 3 and that goes on the top here, okay? Now, layers, lots of layers, you guys. So I will be honest, Shirley Malarkey's card had all the layers too. And I based the mystery card night off of her awesome, amazing fun fold. And so she had this arm, she had a layer of cardstock, all right? And then on the inside, she had a cardstock on the arm, okay? So that will get glued on here. So you guys, this clue number 5 is gluing a lot of the stuff on. So your pattern paper, your 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, 2 mats, and then your 3 by 3. So in the end, you'll have, you're almost yours. We're coming home with it. Okay, so get your stuff glued. Now, I personally, for my own card for class for you guys, I chose not to put another mat. All right, so I'm actually gonna go straight for my white on here, okay? So just putting that out there, that's why I'm not gluing another mat on this one. Okay, all right, so that was clue number 5. Hopefully you guys are happy getting your gluing on, getting your glue happiness on. All right, we're gonna go to clue number 6 and see what clue number 6 has in store for us. All right. 6. Stamp focal images, sentiments directly onto, you guys have this piece left, a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. You can stamp your focal images, sentiments directly on this piece and adhere it to the card front and call it good, right? That would fit right there. Or, see, or there's more. If you want to get, Linda Hall is happy, yay. If you want to get jiggy with it and go crazy with stamps and extra pieces of cardstock, this is where your little bits and scraps and stuff will come in handy. So the scraps for white, vanilla, designer paper, if you want to, you could stamp your focal images, sentiments on scraps and then adhere them to the white vanilla and then add that to the card front. Okay, so you have 2 routes you guys can go. If you want a more simplistic flat card, you just stamp directly on here. You could put a focal image on here, you could put a sentiment, and then glue this down. If you want to get crazy like I did for your class card, what I did for you guys just to see how this is going to play out, my white is going to get glued down. And I have here all my stamped images and a sentiment here. And ultimately what's going to happen is, this is the textured floral class. So we're going to stamp flowers and we're going to put leaves on. And we're going to put a little baby flower, probably pop that up there. We have insides for our flowers like this. And we have a sentiment that got stamped on a little strip. That's going to go right there. So you guys, that's what the front of my card is going to look like. Not to show you everything and like show you underneath the skirt right away, but that's what I've got for you. All right. And I'm just putting it out there. I got this class designed yesterday, so I'm so excited. I have the showcase video coming up for everything that's coming up in July for you guys. That's happening on Wednesday, and this was the last class I needed to get done, and it got done yesterday. Yay. So that's what I've got for my outside. Now, so 2 options. You could just stamp directly on here, glue it down, or you could use your scraps and layer onto the card like that and add your sentiment strip. Your call. I do want to call out too, I didn't do it for the instructions on the mystery card night, but because I only used that paper conservationist, that little bit of designer paper or pattern paper here and here, for your class card, you guys, and you guys could do this if you're at home and you want to, you could cut yourself another piece of pattern paper that is 5 1/4 by 1 1/4, and it would look super amazing to put it right there. So I have that for my class card. So all you guys that do this class with me, you'll get that extra strip of pattern paper, and that's gonna go right inside the inside like that. All right, so another way to decorate. So when you open this up, it's like, wow, there's so much going on with this beautiful card. All right, so let's go back. We're gonna set this here so you can kind of see what we've got. All right, this might take you a little bit of time, you guys. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to move on to the next clue because we're already at like an hour. We're almost done though. We have the inside to do. And this might take you a little bit to do. So you can always do that while you're watching and listening to the last clue, and then wrap up and finish your card afterwards. So, oh, and actually look at this. No, actually, what do we have here? There is a clue 7. Yes, there is. All right. We're going to meander on over to number 7. Numero 7. Okay. We have here. There is no number 7. Hang on. We're going to make up a number 7. We're making up a number 7. Okay. All right. Number 7, you guys, is you need to take your 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, which is ultimately your inside of this card right here. So it's your baby card. And you need to stamp sentiments and or focal images and get that glued in here. And that is the, like, it's actually the second inside because we've already done the first inside. So you have your sentiment and we put our focal image on there. And then what you're going to do is glue that on the inside of your baby card. Now, like that. So that is our officially clue 6.5, let's say. Now, what does that mean for us over here? I did this one. It says birthday blooms for you. And I put my little baby flower and my leaves. And, oh, I got 2 sides. I was trying to figure out what I liked better. And I think I like the red font better versus the Lost Lagoon. So the Lost Lagoon is going to go bye-bye because I picked the other one. And what's happening, you guys, this goes right here on the inside, like that. So on the outside, it's going to say, happy birthday. On my inside, it's going to say, birthday blooms for you. And they keep finding more. And then it says, every thought of you makes me smile. And, oh, that's our card, you guys. Now, since you've already seen almost everything for the mystery card, I will show you my completed one. And I added, for me, their last clue, 7, is embellish and Stella to your heart's content. So I added some of my brushed brass butterflies to the front, which you guys will also get in your kit. I've also sponged lightly the white edge here to make it look softer. So I didn't, that's why I haven't glued this white one down, because I knew I needed to sponge that. It kind of matches the sponging that's going on over there. All right, so, and here it is all assembled, put together. So what will happen is I cut myself with about 6 inches ribbon. So I cut myself 6 inches and I made a single loop like that. So like, let's say you get the card and you open up, you'd open it up like this. Oh, come on. So this ribbon is the white organdy ribbon. It's pretty stiff. So it needs to, there, needs a little help. So then somebody would open it up and then they'd be like, oh, it's so pretty. And then this is where if you guys have that extra 3x3 here, you could always emboss it with something and put that over the top to have another layer on the inside. Thanks, Donna Gruski. And then it opens up and it opens up and there it is. So, all right. And so you guys, now you saw a little sneaky peek at what we're doing for the textured floral class. And I bet you guys want to see the rest of them. Do you want to see the rest of them? As long as I showed you one card from the class, do inquiring minds want to know? I always tie mine up. So, oh, it is right. Perfect. So do you guys want to see the other 3 cards for the textured floral class? I know that the showcase is next week, or is Wednesday, but I could show it to you if there's anybody that wants to see them. All right. So that's your class card for one of them. That's what my mom would call the gourmet card. So, all right. So I got to still finish putting mine together there. So we are pretty much done with this. Are you sure? So Marsha Long, you guys are saying if you want the paper pen, you can have it. Cindy, are you sure? Marsha, yes, I'm sure. Cindy, okay, thank you. So Cindy, then you girls figured it out. So if it's for Cindy, then it's for Cindy. Perfect. Okay. Yes, please. Okay. So you guys, it's not a sweet class next month. It's a bundle class. And that's because we didn't pick a sweet. We picked the textured floral bundle that is going to be married up with the Les Shops or Les Shops designer paper or pattern paper. So this is what's the featured. And this is one of the cards using textured floral. Also pulled in that pot from Earthen Elegance. And so we've got a little fun fold here for you as well. So it opens like that. So you get to see all of the embossed mat. And then it opens up again like, oh, I have 2 in there. Okay, and then it opens up again like that. So we have that one goes there. So that's one card. And then here's a second card. So this is all for one class, you guys, for next month, the textured floral class. If you go out to my website for, I think, July 12th, it's already out. It's either the 12th or the following week. I don't remember if it's the 13th or the 20th. But the cover photo is already out there. So then this one is the birthday, another birthday blooms for you. Happy birthday. Pulled in some Blackberry Bliss. And I think that, you guys, even though I love me my purple, I think I would pick this as my favorite. This one right here. I pulled in the sentiments from Something Fancy. And so this uses the textured floral as well. And then Sweet Sorbet got pulled in. So yay! All right, you guys, that's the textured floral class for next month. This one must go with that guy. All right, so you guys, I have my showcase. I'm set to do it on Wednesday. I'm not sure. It'll be late morning. It will not be early morning. It'll be later in the morning. We're going to go through everything that is coming up for July. So stay tuned for that. If you can't watch the live, it's okay. You can always catch the replay. A lot of you do catch the replays. So that's on Wednesday. My other plan is for the afternoon to do a swap card showcase that I've been talking about for weeks now. We're going to get it done. That's my plan. So on July 20th online. Oh, thanks Cindy Rentree for telling us that. It is the 20th for textured floral. Okay, so now that we're done with the mystery card, I'm going through all the clues. What is next? I'm going to flip this down and show you guys. It's time to share. Post a photo of your creation in the comments for a chance to win a prize. This is your extra credit, you guys. So, are there written directions for this card after tonight? So, Trinket, there aren't. It's all in the video. I guess what I could do potentially is take this document. I have this as a Word file. I could take this document and try to upload it in the event. I can see if I can do that. I've never done that with a file, but I can try. All right, so hang on. Let me make a note of that, though. So upload the Word file in the event. If I can, I will do that. All right, so let's go to that event that I keep talking about. So in Facebook, oops, not that. In Facebook, so there's a post out there, you guys. It's in the event. So you go to Cards by Christine in Facebook, not YouTube. So right now we're in YouTube, you guys. This is actually in Facebook. So I create all my events as well as on my website. And what you're going to do is go to the events. So I find them by clicking on About and then scrolling down a little bit and going to upcoming events and clicking on all of them, and something went wrong. So I think they're actually in past events now. Here it is, past events, because we're past the time that the class technically ended at 7, so it put it into past events. And when you click on the discussion, there's a post out here that says, we hope you had a great time solving the mystery with us. Show off your beautiful creations here and be inspired by everyone's cards. Oh, I have to update this. Ha! No, that's right. June 28th is Wednesday. Okay. Oh, for a moment, you guys, I thought we were in July because we kept talking about July. June 28th by 11 p.m. Central will be entered for prizes. And so what you would do is add your picture here with your card. And that's how you would get in on the drawing. And I give away one prize for every 20 cards that are shared, or 20 people that have shared a card. And that's where you would come here to see all the different cards that people post. So, oh, Jamie said to rewatch and screenshot each clue. That's what she does. All right, perfect. Hi, Cindy Miller. That is a really good idea. I will also try to see if I can get the file uploaded as a file in the event. If it's possible, I will do it. Usually it lets you upload files, so I don't see why it wouldn't, but I'll see once if I can take that file. It will be a Word document, just so you know that. And hopefully if you have Word on your computer, you know what I could do? I could print it to a PDF and then put it out there as a PDF. That's what we'll try to do. But you have the right measurements that we used tonight. So I do know that I made a few little notes. My phone just fell over. I did make a few notes on that coordinating cardstock. Needs to be 7. I'll get that updated, and we also have to add the inside thing to it, and we'll see if we can get that updated and then put that out there as a PDF. So that would be nice. I do like the card. I want to make more. Somehow I got lost. Well, hopefully you guys, once I hit the end button on this right now, once I hit end, you'll be able to watch the replay in YouTube, and also fast forward, get to whatever point that you need to get caught back up. So basically it's getting all those little pieces glued together and then figuring out what you want to put on the front of your card. So yay, it was a lot, you guys. Usually I'll be honest with you, we used to do the mystery cards a little less intense. But I thought, you know what, why not try a little bit harder of a card and make it an awesome fun fold. And then when I decided, okay, well, we're gonna make this into a class card, then I thought, well, then at least I can put it together, so hopefully it wasn't as confusing, because then you could actually see a card being made versus seeing this jibber jabber of whatever this is. You get to see actual putting together. So you guys got to see the card already ahead of time. So versus waiting and saving it for Thursday night. So and actually, you know what? You guys, Kelly is doing Paper Pumpkin on Thursday night, so I will give her the list of mystery card names. So she will be doing the drawing for the winners on mystery card. You guys, it is my mom's birthday on Thursday, and we are planning to go out to have dinner with her to celebrate her birthday. So I purposely scheduled Paper Pumpkin for on Thursday night so that I could spend time with my mom on her birthday. So you guys won't be seeing me on Thursday, but you will definitely get your fill of me on Wednesday between the swap card showcase and the July card class showcase. So lots of stuff coming out, you guys. And then we go into the 4th of July weekend, which is awesome. So yay, Deb said that she likes the layout, yay. That was a lot of work, thanks earlier. So yeah, you guys, this card was a little bit hard to get all the measurements and get everything kind of situated. And I double checked it, you guys. I really did double check it. And then I probably even triple checked it. And then I just went with it. And the saying is, I've often heard this, pumping up the mystery card. Yay. Cindy said it was pumped up. Yeah, I like it, pumped up. The saying that I've heard is, it is better to get it done and have mistakes than not to get it done at all, right? Just get it done. And so that's how some things go, right? I hate making mistakes, you guys. I think Sandy Wicklander knows this. I'm a type A, like things to be perfect all the time, and to have mistakes, it like kills me. So I appreciate you guys helping me work through it and get through those tiny little mistakes. And again, I have to always hear Naughty Nancy in the back of my head saying, it's just paper, right? It is just paper. So we get through it and we make more cards then. So we'll use our scraps in other places. So, yes, Lisa, you will post your photo in Facebook at the Cards by Christine Facebook page. You need to go to the events section in that page, and it's a past event at the moment. It is the most recent past event because it just ended, and click on discussion. And after you go into discussion, there is a picture that looks just like this. And what you do is you go into the comments, and it's right here. And I bet if I refresh, maybe somebody's already posted oh man, look at that, you guys, they're already coming in. Luann Johnson's got her card out here already. Look at that, very nice, very nice. Lily's got her card out here, love it. She used some baker's twine. And Heather got her card out here as well. Oh, look at, she's watching me, oh man, there it is. All right, so very cool. So you guys, if you need to make multiple pictures, you can always add, like what Luann did here, she did a second picture and a third picture in her comments then into the thread. So that's where you go, and you guys, that's awesome. So they're starting to roll in. So this is under the discussion for June Mystery Card Night with Cards by Christine. You guys have till Wednesday night at 11 o'clock to share them. We're going to pull the names on Thursday morning. So technically, if you don't get it in till the morning, as long as it's before we pull them, just know that we're going to pull them first thing in the morning on Thursday. And Sandy said it was nice to have a challenge. Good. And you guys, the main thing is, did you have fun? Did you enjoy the class, right? Did you enjoy making a fun fold? And a big shout out, congrats to, you know what, let's share Shirley Malarkey's card. Here, let me flip this down. Since I already showed you, mine, I might as well share Shirley's because I don't know if Kelly will remember to do this. Usually Kelly gets done with pumpkin and then she is out of here. So you guys might have remembered this during a Happy Mail segment. So this was Shirley Malarkey's card, and she did wrap the ribbon all the way around into a bow. And she says, hi, sweet friend. And then just a quick note to say, and then it's your birthday. And she did have 2 cardstock colors here, you guys. This is a golden yellow here. And then she had a lighter yellow here. And then she used black, light yellow, a golden yellow, and then a white. And she stamped directly onto the white. And so you can see there are 2 different, she has 3 different cardstock colors plus the white one. So, and she has her designer paper, pattern paper right there. And then to add a little strip there might be really cool too if you guys have it. So, all right. So that was Shirley Malarkey's inspiration. You guys, I love getting your cards because I also find inspiration in what you guys send to me. And you know, she had about 20 inches of ribbon here, so it was enough to always tie a little bow here. Look at that, I made a really nice bow. It looks perfect. Okay, so again, Shirley Malarkey did a great job sending this one to me. I love it. All right, you guys, without further ado, we're gonna let you go. Yeah, so I want to let you know if anybody's emailed me probably since Saturday. I'm working on catching up on emails overnight and into the morning. So good. So hang tight. I still have a couple people I need to respond to. And I'll get you guys signed up if you need to or want to sign up yet for game night or the Artistically Inked class or the Memories and More class. That's what we are mailing out tomorrow. So we're doing a big shipping day tomorrow, you guys. And so if I get you signed up for that, it'll go out tomorrow. Otherwise, it most likely won't go out until Friday. So we're getting to the point where we can't do shipping every day. It's too much to set up the shop for printing and making labels every day. So we do like 1 to 2 shipping days. And so tomorrow's a big shipping day and then probably again on Friday. So just to let you guys know that. All right. If anybody needs anything, don't hesitate to reach out. My email address, you guys, is right here. My phone number is here. If you want to sign up to get emails from me so you know about when classes are coming up and inspiration and sales and all that good stuff, just know that's my website and there's a spot on there for you to sign up to get my emails. This is the current host code as of today. Orders that you put in that are over $45 using the host code qualify to get free classes from me. So this is a class you could get free with a $45 order. You'd get all the paper, embellishments, and ribbon to make the 4 cards as they look. You would need stamps and ink and adhesive. So again, this is the current host code. If that is not ever working for you, just know the current host code is always on my website. It's underneath the picture of me in the yellow shirt. You can always find, here it is. So you go to my website, I have a calendar of events. And so, like we said, July 20th is the textured floral class. You can, oh, I didn't update it. Oh, that's because Kelly has to create. Okay, so you guys, this one's not done. Kelly has to, she's working on the cover photo for me for that one. But I will tell you that she did create already. So if you look here, the monthly class is already created. So you guys will see I've created the cards for the monthly class are here. So you guys, like some of the cover photos are there. Ink, paper, scissors is already here. I'm so excited, you guys. I can't wait to show you some of these cards. Ink, paper, scissors is ready to go using Earthen Elegance. So some of the stuff is out there and some isn't. But what I was getting at underneath the yellow shirt is the host code. And that's always the current host code that's right there. To do the emails, you guys, it's underneath here even further. Sign up to get my emails. That's where you would go to put your email address in so that you start getting emails from me. Yay. All right, you guys, this was fun, but gotta go. All right, Judy Bobo, I gotta go too. You know, Tyler tried calling me about a half hour ago, and I was just thinking I was almost done with class, so I gotta go too, you guys. It's been fun. I will see you on Wednesday for the showcases that I have coming up for you. All right, love you a long time, guys. Lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you. I'm gonna count to 10 just in case it ends early on me, but no, I'm pretty much done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bye, guys.